here we are in round one. I'm definitely drawing first. This is reasonable, no blue mana, but with a land, I have a good shot at an early Steel Hellkite, followed by Spine of Ishsa. Treasure Mage is still alive. I have one more 6-mana artifact. Treasure Mage is pretty sick in this deck. I always have so much trouble, or a lot. Oh, there's that blue mana. So a lot of the time I have a ton of trouble cutting down in particularly deep pools. This is a pretty deep pool, at least in terms of playables. And there was no severe drop off in the card quality near card number 23, right? I suppose I could have not splashed red, but my red was very easy to splash, and definitely rather play Scrap Melter and blast, stretch the mana a bit than play some better than playing Oculus. I like Oculus, but especially with this many artifacts in the deck. Alright, seems good. I think I'd lead with the Juggernaut. So if he has any removal, the Juggernaut draws it rather than the Hellkite. Although both can win the game pretty quickly. Juggernaut potentially can win it even faster, as a matter of fact. I'm going to let it through. I don't mind digging with the Oculus, but wouldn't mind a double block Mirror Oculus at some point. Ooh. I'll have Steel Sabotage to reset it anyway. And Spine of Ishsa can also take care of it. So I'm not going to alter my plan. I could alter my plan to play Steel Hellkite to deal with it. But I have other ways. Because I think I prefer to draw removal from my Juggernaut. I mean, even if he has removal from my Juggernaut, I don't need my Oculus back to chump. It's not a big deal. I'd rather get in for one. Yeah, there's the removal. Ooh, speeding up that Lux Cannon. I'm gonna have to, if I find that mana, I'm gonna play the, well, I could still play the Hellkite. I can, worst case, no, I mean, unless he has another Proliferate, that would suck, another Spread the Sickness. I don't think I'm gonna quite play around that, though. So my Treasure Mage is now dead, for the record, when I drew my Juggernaut. Oh, not dead, it's still a Grey Ogre. Oh, I'm an idiot, aren't I? Oh, man. So that's what I get for early morning jumping into a queue. For some reason I thought I was going to take him an extra turn. Oh, that's just terrible. How to throw away your bomb. Well, I don't deserve to win after throwing away a bomb. Alright, well, it's particularly embarrassing when I follow it up with the Spine. It's pretty stupid. I actually didn't have to rush into that. I could have played Replica plus the Mirror, but it's fine. Man, that was brutal. For those of you watching at home, must have been cringing as I played my Hellkite. Go down to 10, sure. Just 'cause I have the Mirror Sire in hand, so. Oh. And this is not really threatening to become a 4/4 next turn. Probably tapped my mana wrong here. Probably should have tried to keep the blue open. That would have meant tapping my Palladium Mirror, but I think that's fine. Yeah, I think just playing Mimic Vat here sort of turns off any attacks unless he can deal with the Mimic Vat. So it's fine not getting my replica in play. And like Steel, I don't need to keep Steel Sabotage mana open because worst case, I can. Oh, did he find the artifacts to go pump up that Chrome Seed? I'm not worried either way. Either way, I still have good blocks, but yeah. Worst case, Steel Sabotage can return my Spine of Vista and kill anything. All right, so I don't have any offense, unfortunately, and it looks like, although I haven't shown him another good removal target. But it's possible Steel Hellkite may have gotten there. I'm going to go for infinite replicas. I'm going to sack my replica right away. I mean, if he has a Shattered, then I lose a little bit out of that. He's not going to kill one of my guys, is he? Well, I guess he could. No, he's not going to. Not that I can, like, really abuse Oculus or Mirror Sire. I don't have any ways to sacrifice. But, we are going to start bouncing things. Yeah, nothing to spread the sickness on. Alright, we'll just... I could attack with it, but it's pretty pointless. I don't think he's going to have any fear in blocking with a Rager. Now I could counter that Chrome Seed on the way back in, but I don't see a point in that. I can just bounce it again. The equipment is not threatening either. In the worst case, I can, again, bounce my Spine of Vista. I'd rather leave that as an extra removal spell for anything, not just an artifact. Unless I see something I know I have to kill, rather than bounce. No, unfortunately, I lost my two best win conditions, so it's going to make it a little bit more difficult to actually win the game. I do have a Morbid Plunder, which would be sweet. Ooh, that could break things wide open here. I'm just going to go ahead and play it. At this point, it's worth protecting my Rusted Slasher with the Seal Sabotage rather than counter things. Yeah, this combo's pretty nutty. If I had more life, I might want the Ragers on a Mimic Vat. At this point, maybe the Replica's just as good. I'm just thinking of what to kill with my spine. Even Mirsire would be reasonable now that I have the Slasher. Generate some Mir tokens. So I guess he's thinking about whether he should play something out, but I'm going to kill it. Oh, well, I'm going to regenerate. I guess that was on the off chance I didn't. Okay, no, he's no way of dealing with that, I guess, or not. At least not before I get a ridiculous advantage out of it. I mean, worst case, I could put it on a Mimic Vat too. So I threw away my Hellkite, but drew well enough anyway. I think I like the deck. Is there anything particularly good against him? Didn't see much of what his game plan is. He had a couple Ragers and Blister Shock or whatever it's called, Shaman. Had some removal. He had that what's it called? The charging artifact there that I threw my Steel Hellkite away to, but I don't know that I necessarily need to bring in Crush. He has a reasonable amount of equipment too. So maybe I will bring in the Crush. What am I cutting? If we knew how much difficulty I had the first time. Not going to get any easier this time. Thinking one of these 2-mana guys, but definitely want those speed bumps. Especially if I'm going to play Vivisection. The replicas are great with the Mimic Vat and fine on their own. No, maybe I just don't even need the Crush. Although it's, I feel like it's probably better than something. Figure out what that something is. I don't know. Maybe it's better than playing Oculus. I'm a little reluctant to cut a Manamir if I want to play 16 lands. Maybe the Oculus is just more cute than it needs to be. I feel like I should be playing Crush though. It's fine. The Animist, I don't want to play, so the Animist can stop me from getting too far behind before I play my big guns. Ratchet Bomb. I guess might limit the effectiveness of the Inanimist. But oh, it'll definitely at minimum stop him from playing any threats before I can get my big guys online. Well, I'll take it. again, I draw all my expensive cards. Excuse me. I would have paused earlier, but I was too busy flailing to my sneezes. Violent sneezes. Yeah, so again, I have all my expensive cards. Last time I guess I can't complain, I didn't actually draw a treasure mage, but no actual card advantage yet, since that was I guess you can call it a free creature. Although, I mean, you're not playing Flare Husk. It's not really a full card. I don't think you're playing that without the living weapon bit. I think he could have waited a turn before I put a counter on it. I could just play the Drake. I think I'd rather just tap down the Chrome Steed. I'm assuming he's just going to trade the Ratchet Bomb for the Anatomist here. Going to equip that up. I definitely prefer equipping up than having other ways of developing the board. Although it could mean that it's just some removal in hand. So I'm gonna lead with the Juggernaut. There's a question of whether or not I block. I guess, I mean, if he has removal, I think he's just playing it pre-combat anyway. So the coast is likely clear for the Hellkite if he swings with the Chrome Steed. So I think I'd rather just absorb some damage. I still have some good game in my hand. And he has the removal. If I draw a land, I'd like to just spine it up here. Remove his threats from the board. Since like another removal spell will put me pretty low on life. Okay, well, it doesn't kill the Chrome Steed, so let's hope he's out of removal. I mean, worst case, I still have another chance to draw land for the spine. Galvanic Blast would just be death. I could just trade and not go down to 4. Play around a blast. No, I mean it's just if he has no removal, the Steel Hellkite is makes it so much more likely that I win. That I think this makes more sense. I would like to play the Coppermere, but I think here the play is to kill the Chrome Steed. And just Galvanic Blast the Rager. There's no pump in black-red. I can wait until his turn. So beyond this, it's going to be hard for him to stick anything. He no longer has Metalcraft either. So blast off the top doesn't quite do it. Oh, he's just going to go ahead and swing. I'm still going to kill it. If I have a free mana, I will kill the Flare Husk, but not completely necessary. I'll play Cryptoplasm, since that lets me swing with 2 Steel Hawkeyes next turn. And get the Copper Mirror. And okay, kill the Flare Husk. So this sets up like Cryptoplasm, copy of Steel Hellkite. I can Lumen Grid Drake, a blocker, or I can just play Spinefish. I think I'm in good shape as long as he can't burn me out here. What burns me out? The Red Sun Zenith or the uncommon, or then there's the common, the Metalcraft. Either way, he doesn't have it, as we can see. But yeah, feel a little low on life, but got there, and I'll see you next round.